import and edit a video in iMovie. So we're going to open iMovie here. Later. So I'm going to I'm going to start a file new project. Hit create. Alright, so we have our project board over here. This plays your video, and then this is the clip. To get my clip in here, I said file, import movies, and I saved mine on my desktop right here, this video of Sharon that we're going to use. So I just import that. I'm adding it to this event, and it pops up right there. So down here is when you're going to select what clip you want to use. I edit out the awkward like start. We usually do a count. We hit go, and then we count to 1, 2, 3 quietly in our heads, and then Sharon starts. So that way you don't have those weird faces. And then in the end, sometimes she forgets. We usually count, but see how she leans back. So I edit that out. And that I'm going to copy. And all you have to do to that is actually click on your video stream down here, and then the yellow lines occur, and then just drag the ends where you want it to highlight. And then I'm going to paste it up here in my project timeline, and that's going to get us going and get us started there. So that's the first part. Now, if you have a lot of takes or things like that, I just suggest just retaking it until you can get it in one take. Your video should be less than a minute. This one's 48 seconds. It should be less than a minute, and it's worth it to just get it done in one take. If you needed to do multiple takes, you do the same thing down here. You click down here and you get this yellow box, and you just highlight and select what you want. You can even like delete part of it as well. That's a little bit, takes a little bit more time just piecing it together, but it's totally doable. But I think it's easier just to get it in one take. So now we need our title page. So over here you have videos, music, photo, titles, transitions, and I don't even know what that is. Oh, those are like themes, like backgrounds, if you wanted to do that. I never messed with those. So first I do my title page. I'm going to do 4 corners, and you just click on the one you want, and you can grab it, and you want to set it at the beginning of your thing. I'm going to pick underwater. It's been really hot here in Austin this week. It's terrible. And so that is cool and refreshing. Then you can just type in here, I always put the Bob and Sharon team. Sometimes I'll put Keller Williams Realty on the bottom, or I'll put like a tagline. So we're talking about referrals this month and how we love our referrals. So I'm going to put we love your referrals. Now, as you can see, this text doesn't all fit, and so I'm going to just click on that there and show fonts. Okay, and here I can edit this. I can change the size, so I'm going to change the size to the biggest so that I can see all of it. I also want mine centered here. You can change your style to make it bold or italic or whatever, and then you can pick your fonts. And you can see how when you change fonts, you might have to readjust your size. I kind of like this one. So we're going to keep it there. So you just hit done, and you're set. Over here in your project library, if you just hit spacebar, it'll play as time. And as you see, it jumps straight to that, to the video, and it's kind of harsh. And so that's where we need a transition. So go to that little envelope looking thing. I'm going to use a ripple because it looks like water. And we have this little water thing, hopefully to cool us down. And now, when you start it, you're going to see this lovely transition between our title page into Sharon, and she gets going, and it's great. If you hover your mouse over these things, you can see what it looks like. See how so you can kind of preview it before you put it in there and drag it all the way over there. And there's a whole page of those. They're super great, super easy. I try to keep it simple, and whatever one they use at the beginning, I use at the end, because then at the end, we're not going to leave just Sharon there by herself. We're going to grab another screen at the end. If we have events or something going on, I need to put a lot of things. I'll find something that I can add. I'll have a lot of text in. We did This Old House, and I did scrolling credits because it was cute. We played it like it was the actual TV show. But typically I use lens flare, pixie dust, or this boogie lights here. I use that one for 4th of July because it looked like fireworks. So I'm going to use lens flare, and once again you just click it and drag it to your project board over here. And once again you can change the background on any of these, but I'm going to keep it the same. And then my title text is, we're going to say thank you. No, we are never too busy. That's right. We are never too busy for your referrals. Or you can say thanks for watching. And the good thing about most of these end ones, you don't have to edit the font. It automatically sizes it for you, and you're good to go. So I'm going to see what this end looks like. Sharon says take care, bye. And it feeds right into that. Now, on all of these, if you click on the blue title up there, you can double click on it and you can change the length of that. You can make it longer, shorter, whatever you need to do. Right now I'm still under 55 seconds, so I'm good to go. I don't want to lengthen or shorten those. It's perfect. So we did title pages, we did transitions. The next thing we need that we added to our videos as I learned how to do this was these little tickers at the bottom. We use these tickers at the bottom just to add, it just adds a little bit more. So I'm going to use this paper one, and I'm going to click it and drag it. Now, I'm going to highlight where the whole video is highlighted, so that way I don't have to edit the timing and make it match. It'll automatically match the length of that video. If you put it next to it, it'll add it like just in one spot. So we want to highlight it. It's going to overlap here. So you can put your text in. 99% of the people know who Sharon is, but I'm going to put it in there because it looks nice. The Bob and Sharon team. When we send it to you guys, we usually put Sharon, and we'll put Bob and Sharon team, Austin, Texas, just so you guys can remember to send us your Austin referrals. And that's as simple as that. You put that in. Once again, you can edit these fonts. I can make it match all the fonts that I have already. And I don't want to do white there, but I want to do my blue, and so it matches. And I can even change how big it is. I don't want it to be too big because that's like a title. So we're going to go with, that looks good. So I'm going to hit done. It's great. They're perfect. So I can hit here. I can see that we have a transition. I can see that color didn't change in the front. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go to show fonts, and I want that to be white. So I'm just going to double check that. And the only thing is, I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I've tried to do that. It's two separate colors, but it doesn't really work. Transition, she starts. You guys can't hear this, but she's just talking, and it's nice, but it's kind of slow. So I figured out how we can add music. In iMovie, there's sound effects, there's iTunes, and I just use my iTunes. I don't have a whole lot on here, but it works great, and I can usually find some fun things to do. At the beginning of the year when Sharon talked about selling homes and hitting those goals, I used a song called Home for just to, I don't know, it sounded great. And then I've used a couple of different things just depending on the beat and kind of the tempo that Sharon's talking. She's talking a little slow here, and I know there's a good song in here. It's by, it's down here, Ray LaMontagne, and it's called Let It Be Me. So maybe we subconsciously let people know that let us be their referrals. So that, I don't like the way that it did that, so I'm going to undo voiceover. I'm going to drag this over to my storyboard, and I want it to be green. See how it popped up in the green? That means it's going to be behind the whole thing. The one thing with sound is you got to be careful because when Sharon starts talking, it's going to be loud. So we go on Sharon's clip, and we're going to have audio adjustments. What you want to do is you want to bring this volume up a little bit, and then you're going to click the box that says reduce volume of other tracks too, and I drop that to about 10%. There's towards the end of this clip, I know that the guy starts singing, so I'm going to drop it just a little bit lower. And that's all you need to do. And then on your audio adjustments for your green box, I'm going to drop this volume to about 85%. And that just helps doubly to making sure that we can hear Sharon. And you can just test this out. I just want to drop this down and make sure that, now that's a little bit quiet, so I'm going to go here to my audio and bump this up to maybe about 90, 89, close enough. And I just test it out. Once again, it's a little quiet, so I'm going to bring that up a little bit too. And that sounds great. I was just testing that out. So that is all you need to do. We have title pages, transitions, our ticker down here that shows Sharon's name, and then our music in the background. And that's about all. And so what you need to do is you're going to finalize project. And you're finalizing your project, and this is going to take the longest time. And then when you share it to YouTube, it's going to take the longest time. It's processing it, it's doing all that, and once you have that there, you're good to go. And so that's how you guys throw together a video editing quick in iMovie. It takes me about 10 minutes when I first started. And you guys can see on our YouTube page, and I didn't have all of these components. It literally was just getting a video in there and maybe a title page. It took me about 45 minutes. So just get after it, learn. If you're not using iMovie, there's great free products out there for PCs. If you have a Mac, iMovie's free. Get after it and Google YouTube videos on how to use that program and do what you want to do. You can look at them and watch them and do it. As far as content goes, we use whatever Buffini sends for the month, and we keep it lined up with the cap item. This month for August, they're talking about Pinterest. It was great. Just we wanted to roll through the momentum of our summer and keep that rolling, and go ahead and do our referral script. We do it about once a year, and this is our referrals to us. Another referral script we've sent to you guys is using a video from Mastermind or Peak, where Sharon and Bob are networking with all of y'all, and then we talk about our referral network. So those are the two referral videos we send out once a year to our clients. One is our Buffini Network referrals, so that's garnering business to send to you guys, and then there's our referrals for our sphere and our current clients that we remind them, oh, by the way, but that's the only thing we're focusing on right now is, oh, by the way. And that's where we got our script from, but usually we'll just kind of tag on to that stuff. Every month you can change it. You can do it lining up with your cap items. You can do it however you want. You can say whatever you want to say, and it's as easy as that. Your videos, you can make them what you want. I just wanted to show you guys how we do them and how I use iMovie, if that helps y'all. And it's going to take forever to save, but I'll show you guys in the other videos how to grab it out of there and upload it and to send it to YouTube. Hope this helps, and I'll see you guys in the next video.